All right, good morning, everyone. So, welcome to the first How I Train with a Coach. So, it's me today, and then I think it's Tom tomorrow and Gregor on Thursday. So, mine today, it's only going to be a relatively short session, but it kind of depends on how I approach this one. It's going to be, it can be anywhere from 10 minutes short to up to half an hour, roughly, in terms of how much work you're going to do. And this one is basically a session that I do in between the main ones, as kind of, it's a little bit lighter, but it works on all the stuff that I'm not very good at. And it also works on strength in areas where I've had injuries previously, but it's also designed so that I can get it done whilst our child is eating in a high chair, or like it's so short that I can get it done and just get it out of the way. But it's only based on time. So the way it works is you can do 4 exercises. So there's going to be 4 A's and there's going to be 4 B's. I'm going to set a timer for anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes. So it depends how much time I've got or like how good I'm feeling. But just set time. I'm going for 12 minutes today. So that's a reasonable length. I feel all right today, but I'm not feeling awesome. So we're going to go for 12 minutes. And I'll show you the 4 exercises and potential alternatives. So the first one is a Pike Press Up. So you're going to need a chair or even a table might work if you're really good at these. So up your feet up, walk your hands up, and then you aim to drop your top of your head towards the floor and get your bum as high as you can. So the higher the chair, or wherever your feet on, the tougher this is, the more like a handstand press up you can make it. Okay, so that's kind of the aim, is that you make it into a handstand press up. The second one is a side plank with T rotation. So you're going to put your hand on the back of your head, go up into a plank, rotate down, and round and up, down and up. So it's kind of like this, the warm-up exercise that we do here, but it's in a side plank position. But you're getting the same benefit of that upper back mobility, but you're also working on your abs at the same time. So you'll see that with a lot of these exercises as well, they're kind of working on multiple things at once, so that I don't have to do as much, but I can focus on a few things at once. Third one's going to be a Curtsy Lunge. So that's where you're going to step behind and down. Behind and down. Okay? So you don't want to be like super far like over there, but you do want to step deliberately at a diagonal behind you and then curtsy down. Okay? And the last one on the A's, we do a YTW. So I think some of you had a YTI in this one. So it's a Y is here, a T is here, and then a W is here. So your arms are bent, and you kind of pull your shoulder blades up and back. So the other trick with this one, so you're going to do, so like I said, you do this for 5 to 15 minutes. Just kind of get through some sets. It's not a race through as much as you can do, although you can do it like that if you want. It's more just to make sure, like, you know, depending on how you feel or how much time you've got, you can adjust it. Same with the reps. So it's anywhere from 5 to 15 reps. So if you're feeling a little bit sucky or you're feeling a bit weak that day, which happens, just do 5 reps or 6 reps. If you're feeling great and the exercise is easy, or it feels easy that day, just go for 15. But anywhere between 5 and 15, you'll accumulate good reps, you'll get good practice of all the movements, and it will improve your performance. Now, the change with this one is like it's not the exercises. This one, it's how you do it. So, like if you've got say, you know, some rehab exercises from a physio, or one of the coaches at the gyms has recommended you do something to help a weak point. This type of session is great for it. You know, you've set some time aside to do it. You've not left it to the end of like, you know, power 2 or something where you're like, I'll just do it at the end. You actually make it part of your full session. So it's a great structure just to make sure you fill your gaps and use your time wisely. All right, so like I said, I'm going to set my clock to 12 minutes. So we got the pike press up, 5 to 15, side plank and T rotation, 5 to 15 on either side. Curtsy lunge, 5 to 15 on either side, and YTW, 5 to 15 at each position. Don't have to be the same for each exercise. You could do 5 of one, 10 of the other, just depending on how you feel. That first set, you'll get a feel for how hard it is, and then you can adjust it from there. So, we're going to do 12 minutes, off we go. Like I said, it's not a race, it's about quality. Okay, 12, felt all right. Then side plank, T rotation, hand on the head, just to the back, behind my ear, up into a side plank, take down and back. Same on the other side. So I did 10 of them, it's fine. 10 on the other side. So hand on the back of my head, just behind my ear, hips up. So 10 on either side. Curtsy lunge. Make sure you've got a little bit of space either side here. I'd recommend doing it all on one side. It can get really messy if you're swapping backs and forwards. So we're going to do however many. Let's see how it feels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 on your side there. We left it. Now this one you can't quite get. Don't step as far to the side. Just step further, like a reverse lunge, but also just pick it across a little bit. So even if you're there, it's more simple than there. So it's a little bit trickier, sorry, than a regular. You can see my left is not mobile. I can't get as far across. Okay, now that's for Y, CW. So looking at arms straight to begin with. Arms straight, Y shape. T, thumbs up. And Y. Just thumbs up again, bend your elbows. Kind of like in a T, if you go for a T, you need to bend your elbows. Really focus on pulling the shoulder blades back. lunge. Okay. So, just going to keep going now. Working at a sort of an aerobic pace. So you want to be still able to talk like I am, but you don't want to be so slow that you're not getting some good sets done. Okay. So like have 12 to 8 minutes. So it's like a minute per exercise, roughly. So I should get 3 sets done, hopefully. Other side. So this one you should really feel your upper back stretching as you move as well as your abs trying to support you. YTW. W. So, let's go quicker. Curtsy lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Okay, just run through how to make it simpler or harder. On the pike press up, regular press up, any sort of regular press up that you can do. And this one, like I said, the more you body upright into that like handstand position, the harder it's going to be. Side blanket T rotation, if it's too tough to do that, just go for some side plank bends. If it's too easy here, put your hand up straight, reach through and round. For the curtsy lunges, instead of a curtsy lunge, you can do a side lunge. And if it's too easy, you can do both. So you can go side to curtsy, hey, side to curtsy. Okay? And then for the WYT, if it's too hard, just do the T position. So just that one, so lie flat and then lift off. If it's too easy, you could try it from a standing hinge position. The W. Just having to support yourself makes it a little bit hard. Okay, so I have about 4 minutes left, so I should get 1 more set done. So just try and get that first set's good. So pull up high. Okay, not as many reps on that one. Probably made it a bit harder and also a little bit fatigue kicking in. Okay. Zero rotation on this. So So with this, I'm not taking it anywhere near failing. I want to make sure every rep is crisp. When I start to feel my form, give it a little bit go, I'll stop. And sometimes that might mean I finish on like 9 reps. That's not a problem. We can do 9 reps. That's where I feel that my reasonable limit is. On a sensible limit. There's 4 other sessions in my week where I'll go for it a little bit more. This one I want to focus on the quality of my movement completely. Okay. Why? So this is the one to do here, the T, the Y and the W a bit tough. So, I've got like a minute left. So I might just practice the curtsy lunges again. That's the one where I'm probably struggling the most, so I'll just get a few more reps. Five on my left. From my 40 is good. 5 on my right. Got 20 seconds. I'll do a few more pike press ups. That's 3 seconds left. So, nice. So with all of them, they've got like more than one benefit. You know, working on certain weaknesses. So pike press up, that overhead strength, which is difficult to train with no weights. But that's a really good one for that. Also works on hamstring flexibility as well. The side plank rotation works on abdominal strength, but also upper back flexibility, which is really, really important. Curtsy lunge, it's just everything. Anything to do with your lower body, it's working on. And then the YTW, just that upper back, because we're spending so much time at the minute here, and also because we're not, it's tough to do pulling exercises at home with no weight. It's dead easy to do loads of push-ups. We just want to try and balance that out a little bit. So there's also a little bit about balance in this session. Okay, so the B's is the same format. So it's 4 exercises, 5 to 15 reps. We're going to do 12 minutes, but you can push this up to 15 minutes. To be honest, if you've got the time, you take it up to 20 to get more sets in. You know, you're probably going to get one set, one of the bit sets in 5 minutes. In 15, you might get 4, maybe 5 sets in, but that's fine. It's about the quality, don't rush. So with this one, we're going to do back widows, but we're going to slightly increase the difficulty, only ever so slightly, because I'm kind of getting used to these myself. But again, pulling strength is really important, especially now when we can't do pull, you know, we've got a pull-up bar, We've had lots of rows. This is a really good option. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to lie between my two mats just to elevate my elbows. So it's going to force me to just lift a little bit further. It kind of increases the range of motion. You can use books just to give yourself a little bit of a boost. So you can, it just increases that range of motion. Okay. So the alternatives for this one, if you can't do a back widow, no money drill is fantastic. So palms up and then roll your shoulders back here. You're doing the same motion, you're focusing on pulling your shoulder blades together and back. You just don't have to really push your body weight up. If it is too easy and you fancy a challenge, raise your elbows up higher, but also, I'm just going to grab a few more mats here. You can also raise your feet up. So you kind of want them all to be at similar heights. You don't want them to be different heights, to be honest. So I've got 3 of these mats. It should be about the same height. But if you raise everything up a little bit higher, it's really, really hard to move. So that's super, super tough if you want to have a go at that. So can give that a go. I'm just going to use my one mat. Like I said, I'm just getting used to these. Just starting to increase the difficulty. There's one mat for me, 5 to 15 reps. Second exercise I'm going to do is going to be a dead bug. Everyone goes, oh, dead bugs are that easy. Well, they shouldn't be. You should be making them hard by pressing your lower back into the floor. So I'm going to set up in a regular dead bug position. You must make sure that your knees don't come above your hips. So you don't want to be here, you need them there. So you need bigger than 90-degree angle at your hips. So if they're coming up to here, you'll feel your lower back get pressed into the floor just mechanically. So the weight of your legs will push your lower back in. As soon as you take your knees there, you'll feel your lower back start to move and you'll have to use your abs. Legs at 90, so knees at 90, hips more than 90. Hands straight up, okay? Then we're going to fully extend one arm and one leg whilst pressing down here. That should be hard enough. If it's not, then I'm going to take a breath out now. So I'm going to go, release all my air, and then I'm going to come back. And back in. So what a lot of us do on these core exercises is we borrow stability by holding our breath. So if I do a dead, we're going to hold my breath. It's pretty easy. If I take that breath out, you'll see me start to shake. So I'm going to do the breath out. If you're struggling just to do regular dead bug, don't worry about the breathing. Just try and make sure your back's tight to the floor and flat. If it's too easy, it shouldn't be, because your back should be flat. You should be taking a big long breath out. But if it does feel too easy, try it with a double leg. So here and here, make sure these knees don't come higher than that. And then breathe. All the way out. And then come back. So this should be really tough though. This shouldn't be easy. And I'm going to stay in that position. So the first exercise is while actually lying down. So I'm going to do a longer lever glute bridge. So here. So it's not a big movement, but it transfers a lot of the work onto your hamstrings. This transfers most of the work to your hamstrings and less to your glutes. It's too hard to raise up. Just bring your knees up until you can, with your heels on, your toes off. So even if you're in a regular glute bridge, if you lift your toes off the floor, you should get more hamstring than glute. And the further you go out, the more hamstring you're going to get. There. Okay, so it's just a case of how far you put your feet out. If it's too easy, which shouldn't be, because it's bloody tough if you get out to here, you can do this off one leg. So you can lift one up, heel into the floor, drive up, and your hamstrings should be working really hard then. And the last one, I'm going to do eccentric calf raises. So with an eccentric calf raise, the idea is that we're going to go down. So I'm going to go down very, very slowly. So I'm going to count to 4, 2, 3, 4, and then up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like I said, back widows here is just for back strength because we're doing a lot of pushing at the minute. We can't do a lot of pulling. The other 3 are all really quite individual to me as sort of prevention exercises for previous injuries. So for a lower back injury, hamstring injury, and a calf injury, or an Achilles injury, sorry. So basically I'm using that as a chance to strengthen those weaker areas. So it might be that, you are meant to do, X exercise. So, you might have to, you should be doing planks to increase your core stability because, you've had lower back pain. Well, this is a great chance to actually make sure you do it. So, 12 minutes again. So it's back widows, 5 to 15. Dead bug and breath out, 5 to 15. Long lever glute bridge, 5 to 15. And eccentric calf raises, 5 to 15. Don't worry, it can be 7, it can be 12 reps. Just whatever is good quality for you, so long as the quality stays up. So 12 minutes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, 10. So then it's the leg bug with the breath out. So set up. This is really important, this angle. Push the lower back into the floor. So I can only get 5 on each side out of them. Really starting to shake. Okay, long lever glute bridge. $12. So that's where like starting to burn now. Right. That was the last one. Eccentric calf raises. If you want to make this tougher, you can do this off one leg. I'm going to have 2. Calf's a little bit sore today, it's not really too much. So you try to count to at least 4 on the way down. If it's too tough to hold that 4 seconds, just try and keep a slow tempo up and down. Like I said, if it's too easy, you can go off one leg. Okay, so I'm a full 15 on that, that's good. Okay, so again, about the same, it's roughly just under 4 minutes per set. Just going to keep working through, so elbows in, push down. Whew, tough. Okay, here's a really hard one. So, up and up, lower back pushed into the floor. Oh, the shakes are starting already. Oh. That's so hard. So it should be killing. Okay, so how many of these? So 12 last set. So you just want that first set to be kind of a tester set. And then your other ones you can kind of work off that one. So you know roughly where you should be. If you're new to the exercise though, you might find that the second set is a bit easier as a learning effects. You might feel like you've got it a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Actually 13. There's one more, but I feel myself starting to wobble a little bit. Okay. So you see I've lifted my toes up a little bit on these as well, just to allow myself a little bit more range of motion. It's always a good idea with calf exercise to get a little bit of extra stretch. So I'm going to lift up. I'm using some support, but I'm not trying to push down. I just want the balance. I don't want to be wobbly at the top. I'm going to focus on that slow lowering rather than worry about whether I'm going to fall. I'd go for that in the Curtsy Lunges. So I'm keeping a pretty straight knee on this one. I'm just trying to make sure that I get fully up as high as I can. I'm really focus on slow descent. Well, there we go. One more minute, I think. Yeah, okay. That's it. Right on time, about 4:30 left on the clock. So about 4 minutes 30 to go. That's 10 then. I was pleased with that. Alright, he's dead bugs. See if I can still get 5 on either side. Might have a little mini break in between these. These are really tough. Okay, so 90 and 90, hands up. Make sure you really reach back as well. It's a good opportunity to work on mobility this as well. So if you can get this position and breathe out, that's actually a really good mobility exercise as well. So try and reach overhead. You'll see I can't quite get to the floor because my overhead mobility is not the best, but try and do that. So okay, extend the glute bridge. There's another one where hamstrings are quite tough to train at the moment if you haven't got any sort of external weight. So this is one way that you can do. It's really useful for me is I've had a hamstring tear before, so if I don't train hamstrings, it's not a good idea. Into which stay strong. So we've got a minute and 20, so those calf raises go. I'm going to do, really, if I do 15, should take me at least a minute. Right the way up, really push up. Calf raising the one that it's just individual to me. I've had an Achilles problem, so this is kind of like the key exercise to help with that. I think Joe spoke about it on podcast maybe on episode 10, about picking the big blocks if you've got an injury, or if you, not, once you've had an injury, not stopping once you start to feel better. You need to be always sort of looking after it. That's time. So I've kind of used the session to pick those big exercises that will make a difference, and I'll make sure I do them. Right, guys, that's it. So what was it? Roughly, probably in total, 30 minutes a session, including the warm-up. Once you know what you're doing. So remember, it's 5 to 15 minutes work on each block, so the A's and the B's. Pick 4 exercises on each block, do 5 to 15 reps, and then pick stuff that you're bad at. Like, that's kind of the key with this one. Pick something you're bad at, or where you've got weaknesses, and use it as a weakness working session. So, hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, Coach Tom has got one of these tomorrow, so that should be interesting. And then Gregor has got one on Friday morning as well. So let's see what he's got for you as well. All right, see you all soon, and have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. See you guys.